All right, the last thing that we're going to cover is how to generate an attendance report. This is a very, very similar process to generating the sales report and arguably is less important. It is just nice to have a consolidated report that shows us how many people came to see the show and what methods they got their ticket through. There's a variety of insights we can get from that, and it's good information to have. So the process starts out the same way as the sales report. We're going to go to Menu and Sales, and then we'll click Generate a Report. This time, though, we are going to click Event Ticket Sales, not sales by date range. We don't necessarily care about all the sales that occurred on a particular day. We care about all the sales that occurred for a particular event. So we're going to click Event Ticket Sales. And again, you'll select the correct show. And again, for demonstration, we're going to go back to the Book of Everything. You click that, and then Sales Report by Event Date. And we'll scroll down here. We're going to do May 20th. Generate Report. And then similar to where you saved the sales report, you're going to click OneDrive over here. There will also be a folder called Attendance Reports. It's going to have the same folder structure. You'll click that, 2018 season, select the proper show, and hit save. This will also be a CSV file that will open up in Excel. And here we go. We'll double click this. And again, there's a lot of information here. For the most part, you don't need to be directly worried about any of it. We're just going to go here to the Developer tab again and click Create Attendance Report. And again, it just kind of works some magic on the back end. It'll move a little slower on the computer up there, but it will eventually churn out this report. You don't need to print this out. Nobody needs to sign off on anything. You don't need to count anything down. This is purely for informational purposes. It is a good way, though, to eyeball check to make sure that you have the correct amount of money. Both reports should indicate the same total ticket sales, or the same total sales for actual tickets. The sales report included some other things like season tickets, donations, and other. This will be pure ticket sales, and this will only count tickets that you sold at the door. This TTC prepay, this is basically means people who bought their ticket online ahead of time. That's not a sale that you processed, so we don't care about counting for that money here, because Tickets to the City takes care of that, and they wire us the money. So all you have to do once this is generated is, again, File, Save As, and again, you should already be in the right folder. Change this to Excel Workbook, hit XLSX, and save. Now, one thing that I actually forgot to show you in the sales report video, but I can go ahead and show you here because it also applies to the attendance report, is once you have the XLSX version saved off, we no longer need this CSV file. It doesn't hurt anything to have it there, but it's just to keep things clean. I personally like to go ahead and get rid of it, so we're going to delete that, and then we'll also back up here to sales report and delete the one we created here. All right, and that is it. Once you have both of these things done, follow the rest of the closing procedures as listed in the box office handbook, and you have completed your duty. So yeah, it's really a fairly simple process running the box office. Like I mentioned in the introduction video, there's several different things you have to learn, and yeah, it takes a couple tries to kind of get the hang of it, but once you have it down, it really goes so smoothly, and we really don't encounter any odd situations very often. So for the most part, everything is very straightforward, and very easy to manage, easy to figure out what you need to do. If there are any questions about what you need to do, the box office handbook goes into even more detail than I did in these videos, and you can read it at your own pace. I strongly encourage you to read through that while you have some downtime if you're not actually helping a customer. The handbook was also emailed out to all the board members quite a while ago. I need to probably also find a centralized place to keep that for anyone to access. So as we bring on new board members, they can find that as well and read it at their own pace at home. So thank you very much for watching and paying attention to these videos. The next video that is going to be in this playlist is going to be kind of a rapid fire quick hits kind of thing. I'm going to have one video that basically summarizes everything that we did in all the previous videos in just a very short manner. So if you ever need to go back and like, oh, I don't really remember how I do this one thing, you can open up this video and in just a couple minutes, it'll run through everything. It won't have the full explanations that I've gone into in each of the individual videos, but it will show you the general process that you use to go through these steps.